Hey you want to be cooler than all your friends? Of course you do. So how about you click the little bell right here to turn on notifications? Every time we upload a video, it goes straight to your device. Welcome back to Crystal Clear on the Roundtable. I'm your host, Oshrik Vox. Steven's trial may become one of the most integral moments to Steven Universe as a whole. Not only is Steven coming face to face with the Diamonds, and will be adhering for Rose's crimes during the war, but as I've stated before, I believe this is going to go beyond shattering Pink Diamond. Rose Quartz started a full-blown war that led to gems being destroyed on both sides, and molded Homeworld into what we're going to see. Now, Cartoon Network uploaded a video recently titled The Mystery of Rose Quartz, recapping as much as we know about Rose up until this given point. But the most interesting thing is the description. Get caught up before watching Steven Universe Wanted. Here's a recap of all the previous events before Steven learns more about what happened to Rose Quartz. Before Steven learns more about what happened to Rose Quartz, Sounds like to me we're getting blatantly told that more information on Rose will come to light. Although that wouldn't be the first time we were somewhat misdirected with advertising, a la Steven Bomb 5. We got answers on Pink Diamond, but the focus was towards Blue Diamond and Greg. This is different though, as we could be unloaded on an ungodly amount of information about the war and Rose Quartz without any restraints. Just imagine a gem, maybe Moonstone reading off a list of Rose's crimes, and Steven learns of awful things he thought she would never do. Things that Garnet and Pearl would never do. Rose Quartz is not just a leader or a good Samaritan. She was a war criminal and a mastermind. She led a rebellion that drove Homeworld off the planet and had them result in essentially a global nuke to win the war. Jasper even stated that she respected her tactics. When it comes to battle, there's a side of Rose completely under lock and key, but it's time for it to unravel. And well, that's where the Diamonds come in, and their involvement in this trial. Aside from scolding Steven, what would they do? Who would do what? What are their roles in Homeworld? And how does that play into the trial? Well, I believe we may learn just that. So I want to give some predictions into what those may be. Yellow Diamond is the commander-in-chief of Homeworld, and according to Peridot, has full control over Homeworld's army. I anticipate she'll be the one to handle the portion of the trial that deals with those charges specifically. Any acts of terrorism, interrogation, theft, if it's remotely tied to Homeworld's military, then Yellow's the one Steven has to face. While Bismuth eventually developed all the physical weapons used in the war, I find it hard to believe Rose has a successful rebellion without having to adapt to the technology and arsenal that her superiors possessed. It makes more sense to me that they got their hands on a few things that Bismuth and any other gems in her line of work that defected crystal gems analyzed and properly replicated. Bismuth's design purpose was to help build structures for the elites to enjoy, not becoming a blacksmith. So while the skills she was born with certainly aided her endeavors, she still had to teach herself how to craft weapons, especially ones as articulate of those represented in her forge. This is interesting all on its own because everything has to have a story behind it. So what was the story of Rose and the Crystal Gems attaining said initial weapons? Did they Star Wars it up and at some point have to jack plans from elites? These scenarios are what fuel the flame and have me ecstatic for the special to arrive. Now there's Blue Diamond. Rebecca Sugar stated that Blue Gems are typically diplomats, so it makes sense that their head honcho would be as well. Now, while it's a bit odd, diplomacy is the art and practice of conducting negotiations and international relations, and the Diamonds just colonize planets as they see fit without the use of communication, I still want to piece together how this could tie into Rose's crimes. We actually know little to nothing about how the Diamonds go about planets, if they attempt to communicate with the planet's leaders or integrate them into Gem Society, although I'm very doubtful on the latter. However, any and all interactions with other species fall under Blue and her Quartz jurisdiction. As stated and inferred by numerous characters, human lives got involved with the Gem War. Without getting proper consent from the Diamonds, especially Blue, interacting with other species could be violating the rules of the Diamond Authority. Blue Diamond running Pink Zoo further supports this, as it's not only preserving her legacy, but dealing directly with her line of work, managing and interacting with the lives of other species. Not only would dragging humans directly into the war chalk up more penalties against Rose, but the fact Steven is the product of an interspecies relationship may do more harm than good in the scenario that he should explain how he was born. This would allow more exposition on the relationship between humans and the gems during the war and their initial contact with one another. So Blue may do more than just lash out at Steven for Pink Diamond's demise. She could actually scold him for Rose getting human lives involved, and how she went about it makes her a disgrace of a gem. After all, while Yellow Diamond has shown disdain for human life, and Jasper has talked down humans before, it's mainly Blue's court who's straight up condescending towards humans. Blue Diamond referring to Greg as an it, and Aquamarine just acting so above her own mission. But Peridot? Topaz? They don't seem to mind humans that much. They just don't understand them. And I almost forgot, Holly Blue Agate, another Blue Gem who has been very condescending towards humans. Hell, she says Steven's barking when he's just talking in the English language. But all that really leaves us is with White Diamond. We know nothing about her or her court, outside of the fact that she may run Homeworld, that if we look at the Diamond Authority insignias, she's at the top. So if I had to make an assumption, if yellow deals with the military and blue deals with diplomacy, relations, breaking contact with other species, then white would specialize with gems themselves. What I mean is, if a gem shatters another gem, if a gem detests their intended purpose, what if the gem is considered defective? If it has to do with the gem as a whole, then white is who their beef is with. Rose incited a rebellion that was built off the foundation of gems questioning their reason for existing and saw value in all gem kind, even those who didn't fit the mold. Due to this, white has just as much disdain for Rose courts as yellow and blue. If she truly is ahead of Homeworld and gem kind, she's nowhere near happy that one of her own dared to try to turn the tables against them. Overall, I truly believe all the diamonds have a role in Homeworld, and the roles or purposes will factor heavily into Steven's trial, because Rose Quartz has violated each and every one of their purpose, and now Steven has to pay for that. But as always, these are just my thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours, so in the comments down below, what do you think the Diamond's purposes are besides just to rule and lead? Do you agree with my ideas on the roles and positions, or do you think it's something else? Let's get a discussion going. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. Follow us on social media, and if you're feeling generous, support us on Patreon. $1 can go a long way, and if you select our diamond tier, we'll even shout your channel. And swing by the Roundtable store on Teespring to pick up a tier hoodie. We even have the Crystal Clear logo as a tier hoodie, and many different colors. Links to everything in the description down below. OstricVox, signing out. This video has been powered by Patreon. If you want to give us some more support, head to patreon.com/roundtablevids, become a patron, and get some awesome perks. Thanks for watching another video on the Roundtable. If you want to get more involved with our community and watch videos from Let's Talk with Tom, Voxbox, and more, click the video right here. Or if you want to get some more of the animation goodness, watch some Crystal Clear or Meaning Monday, click the video right here. And please, don't forget to subscribe.